Let's finish this series with a look at coverage.py before we wrap things up and conclude in the next video. So coverage.py, this is a tool for measuring code coverage of Python programs. I'm on the documentation just now, and as you can see, it monitors your program and it notes which parts of the code have been executed and then analyzes the source to identify code that could have been executed but was not. Now, coverage measurement is typically used to gauge the effectiveness of tests, and it can show you which parts of your code are being exercised by tests and which are not. Now, the idea here is that the code that is not being tested, where there's no coverage, that's the code where you might want to look at adding some tests so that you have full coverage across your code base. So coverage.py is a very useful tool for helping identify these instances where you might not have tested the complete code base. Now, this is a third-party tool, so we do need to install it. What I'm going to do is go to the installation page in the documentation, and you can copy this command here. So it's the pip install coverage command. We're going to copy that and bring it into our virtual environment and install coverage in this local environment. Now, once that's installed, let's clear the terminal, and we can go back to the coverage documentation. And I'm going to look at how coverage.py works, and that's a link here on the sidebar. So coverage.py works in three phases. We have the execution phase, and that's where coverage runs your code and it monitors it to see what lines have been executed. After the execution phase, we have the analysis phase, and that's where coverage will examine your code to determine what lines could have been run. And finally, we have a reporting phase, and this is where coverage will combine the results of execution and analysis to produce a coverage number and an indication of missing exception. Now, there's a command that's provided by the package, and that's the coverage run command, and that handles the execution phase, and the analysis and reporting phases are handled by reporting commands, and two of those are coverage report or coverage HTML, which allows you to view the report in an HTML format. So that's a bit of background about coverage. We have three phases: execution, analysis, and then reporting. What I'm going to do is go back to the home page for the coverage documentation. So if we click the top here, we get taken to this index page. And if we scroll down a bit further, there's a quick start here. And we've already installed the package. We're now going to see how to use the package. Now, as we saw, coverage run is going to run the test suite and it's going to gather the data. And as we just mentioned, this will be the execution phase of the coverage package. Now, in order to run this, we can look at this tip here. If the test runner command starts with Python, you can just replace the initial Python with coverage run. So for example, Python something.py will become coverage run something.py. And because we're using Django, if we go back to VS Code here, our normal test command is the following. It's python manage.py test. And we're now passing in the custom settings module for testing. So what we can do is remove the Python at the start here. So I'm going to get rid of that, and we can replace that now with coverage run because we have installed coverage into this virtual environment. So let's run this command, coverage run manage.py test. And again, we're passing the settings module into the command. And on the surface here, it looks exactly like the normal manage.py command. But if we bring back the sidebar here, what we're going to see if we minimize everything here is we have a new file here. It's a .coverage file. And if we go back to the coverage documentation, let's scroll down a bit further here. After we've run the coverage run command, we can use coverage report, and that's going to report on the results from that execution phase. And what we can do again is go back to the terminal. I'm going to clear what we have here, and we can run coverage report. So let's see here what's been produced. I'm going to minimize the sidebar on VS Code. This report is looking at different files and different directories across our Django application. And you can see the number of statements, the number that have been missed, and the coverage percentage for each one of those. And we actually have pretty good coverage here. As you can see, a lot of the files in the products application in this Django project have 100% coverage. However, if we look at some of them, for example, this views.py file within the products application, 94% coverage, but we have 2 missed statements. Now, there's another way to look at this, and that's the coverage HTML command, and that just provides you a different way to look at your report. Now, as you can see, it writes an HTML report to this index.html file. So what we can do if we bring back the sidebar again is we can minimize everything and we can look at that file. It's in the HTML coverage directory, and within there we have a number of files, but it's index.html that we want to open here. So I'm going to open this with a live server, and that opens that on the browser, and you can see the HTML version of the coverage report. Now, what we can do in the HTML version, of course, because it's on a browser, because it's using HTML, is we can actually interact with this. So if I click through to products/views.py, we can see the lines of code that are not covered, that are missing from our test suite. And basically what coverage has detected in the execution phase and the analysis phase is that these lines of code were not run during any test. So that is particular parts of our code base that are not covered by the test suite. And when you look at this report as a developer, you can go in there and you can say, well, now we can write tests for that except block. Or perhaps you can say we don't need to test this particular feature, so we're going to leave it. It's up to you as a developer, as a development team. But that coverage report can be very useful for identifying parts of your code that haven't been executed during a test suite. So that's all for this video. It's been a quick look at coverage.py, and it gives you an idea of how much of your code base has been run during tests and how much has been missed. You can run your tests using the coverage run command, and then you can view the reports with coverage report or coverage HTML, and that gives you the nice overview of your test coverage. So thanks for watching. In the next video, we're going to finish up and we're going to look at the conclusion and everything that we've learned in this series.